Y'all? It's Oreo Gaming, bro. We back here with another video, man. Today, this is just gonna be my overall review, I would guess, for NXT Takeover New Orleans. I know what y'all already probably saying. Damn, this shit late as fuck. I know, I just didn't have time to get to this, to be honest, man. And today I thought, because I'm gonna do my reviews for this show and WrestleMania, but I kind of felt like, damn, it's a little too late to do that shit, because it's like, it's Tuesday now or whatever. We have already seen Raw, and so we all know who the call-ups were, at least to Raw, and at least for now, because we still have the Superstar shake-up next week. If you don't know, I'll just go over now. NXT call-up, since this is like NXT related or whatever for this video, we had AOP, Authors of Pain, moved up to the main roster. Ember Moon moved up to the main roster. Who the fuck else? I'm forgetting somebody. I'm forgetting someone. Oh my god. Who the fuck else came up from NXT last night? Who in the fuck? Anyway, somebody else came up from NXT last night. But, it is what it is. We not worried about that right now. Alright, like I said, this is just going to be my overall review for NXT Takeover New Orleans. All in all, like, I might as well just start right here. This NXT Takeover New Orleans, which I know is kind of hard with takeovers, especially to say, oh, No Way Jose was the other one that he came up as well. But yeah, like I said, with NXT, like, it's kind of always hard to rate the, like, which takeovers were the best. You obviously have some of the, like, bigger ones, like Takeover The End was a huge one. Or what was that very first takeover? Like, or it started with like an R. But fuck it, and like NXT War Games was like one of the better ones, and Brooklyn 1, and Brooklyn 2, like those are always like, you have the top ones that are just like the most memorable, but it's always kind of hard to really rank them. I personally, if I had to say, I do think NXT Takeover New Orleans was the greatest takeover show ever. Like, if I had to rank them, I would put New Orleans at the top, mostly because I don't think any other takeover provided not only like 3 top 10 matches of the year, but potentially like three potential matches of the year. You know what I mean? Like, because first off, opener of the show, I'm not going to get into my full breakdowns yet, just to kind of bring this up. Like, first off, the 6-man ladder match for the North American title, in my opinion, is easily a top 10 ladder match of all time. Like, easily. You know what I mean? Gargano and Ciampa. I'm personally not as high on it as everybody. And when I say that, I don't mean like, oh, everyone thinks it's a 5-star match. I think it's like 3. Like, nah. Like, for most people are saying, oh shit, that shit was 5 stars. I'd give it 4 and like 3/4. Right? Maybe at the least like 4.5. Like, it was some like great shit, But still, that was another potential like match of the year, like number 1. You know what I mean? And then Aleister Black versus Andrade for the NXT title, another potential match of the year candidate. All 3 of those are definitely top 10 of the year so far. And like I said, I don't think any other takeover has had 3 fucking matches, my nigga, like in like just the top 10 of the year, just at that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think any takeover has been like that great or had that great of matches. And so for that, I would say that Takeover New Orleans is probably the best takeover from that perspective. But anyway, man, getting into the matches, I actually took notes on these as they went along. With WrestleMania, I took absolutely no notes, but I do believe I remember all the matches. I might get the order a bit fucked up when I go into that, but it is what it is. All right, first match of the night, again, like I said, was the ladder match for the North American title. We had the Velveteen Dream going up against Adam Cole, Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan, Ricochet, and EC3. I can't really say much. Like, I would be here like 30 minutes talking about this shit. Like, oh my god, we started out hot at the beginning. Ricochet came out last, big ass fucking pop, right? EC3, I think EC3 came out either first or like second or something like that. Y'all gonna have to excuse that shit. That was my phone, my bad. But yeah, I think EC3 came out to a big pop, and EC3 did his thing in this match. Like, everybody like had their moments in this match, which is it's hard to do generally when you have a match with 6 people, especially when you, like, with this match, you have like 3 people that people are like really looking forward to, and then 3 where it's like, yeah, but like they all, because like generally you look at that roster, or I'll say 4. You had 4 people that people were really looking at, and 2 where people just like, nah, but they all contribute. Like, it took an effort from like all of these dudes to really make this match what it was, man. Because most, like I said, generally you would say, oh, okay, yeah, Ricochet, first, TV match, and it's in a ladder match. Yeah, Ricochet, like, obviously Ricochet was like number 1 on everyone's list to see, like, all right, what is this nigga gonna do? You know what I mean? And then EC3 is like, okay, him, I believe, his first match on TV is like, and his EC3, TNA, all that type of shit. So he had his hype built around him. Velveteen Dream has been killing shit lately. And obviously he is really fucking talented, and we all know he could do some ladder shit as well. And so the hype was for him. And then Adam Cole, same thing, right? To where it's like Lars Sullivan is like, Killian Dane, nah. Granted, both of them, Killian and Lars, have put on fucking just like clinics as big dudes, man. And so I was hyped for them as well going into the match. But like I said, y'all know what I mean, right? But, it's like I said, Ricochet came out, huge ass pop. Started the match, everybody was kind of going back and forth. You know how, multi-man matches like this work. Dude dips out the ring, or multiple people get knocked out. Is one-on-one. Both of them get knocked out. 2 other people. Y'all know how that is. Ricochet starts out, Dane and Sullivan are outside. Well, everybody's pretty much outside beating shit out of each other. But it's Lars and Killian outside. They're fighting and shit. This motherfucker, Ricochet, comes up, boom, fucking like a springboard, like shooting star press outside the ring to fucking start, like, shit. It already started off lit. And then later on in the match, Ricochet hit another shooting star press, like, off of the turnbuckle onto, I want to say he hit it on EC3 on a ladder. I want to say he did it on a ladder. I want to say he did, which I got scared as fuck. Yeah, so yeah, whoever it was, I want to say it was EC3 who we hit that on. I was thinking, I'm like, nigga, like, as soon as Ricochet hit the top, I'm like, there is no way he's gonna 630 on a fucking ladder. Like, no, that would be the day he dies. Like, first night in would be his fucking first night, like, and that's it. Like, that would be his last night. You know what I mean? I got scared. I was gonna pop huge for that shit. I mean, I popped huge for the shooting star, but still, damn, killing himself, man. And the match, goes on. Like I said, everybody really had their spots. Lars hit the classic, bully Ray, or whoever you wanna attest it to, where he puts the ladder in his neck and shit, and you just start going crazy with that shit. EC3 also, he, I want to say Lars and Killian were on the ladder. Like, they both climbed up the ladder, and EC3 took the ladder to hit them to get them off of the ladder. But dude, this nigga used like the base end, like the leg part, where like I've never like seen some shit like that before, and that shit looked like it hurt like a bitch. But anyway, like I said, man, this is just off. I'm trying not to make this video hella fucking long, because that's what was my biggest thing. I was like, damn, I don't want this shit to be like 50 fucking minutes. I'm gonna try to get this shit as short as possible. So I'm gonna just skip to it. Like I said, watch this match, please. Go watch this match, fucking please. Trust me. So a bunch of shit ensues, right? And big spot of the night or whatever. Lars, there's a ladder between the announce table and the ring. Okay, we've seen this a bunch of times before. Lars has Velveteen, and Adam Cole, I want to say it was Adam Cole, was laid out. He was already laying on that ladder, and Lars has Velveteen, and Lars is on the outside apron, right? And Velveteen is on the inside. And for a fucking like half a second, I thought he was about to suplex Velveteen over all of that shit and through the ladder. I was gonna fucking cry because I thought that we would have lost a life. But that wasn't what happened. What ultimately ended up happening, I do think he did like suplex him or slam him. My memory is a bit fucked right there, but that was a crazy spot. And then literally right after, there's another ladder already set up between the other announce table and the ring, and that's where Killian Dane took Ricochet, and then I'm fucking sorry. Yeah, EC3 was the one who went through the ladder with Lars and Velveteen. Adam Cole was on this ladder, and Killian took Ricochet and did some crazy like twisty turny sit down like power bomb or some crazy shit through the ladders, fucking all of them. Like, it was just fucking gruesome as fuck, and all of that shit was lit, man. Ultimately, when it got down to it or whatever, Ricochet was going up to get the title. Adam Cole, he sneaked. There was also, a big spot where they had the 3 ladders in the middle of the ring lined up next to each other, and all 6 competitors were on, each side. But like I said, I'm trying to get through this or whatever. Ultimately, everybody's, cleared out, wiped out, whatever. Ricochet goes up. He's right there at the belt, has the shit, like, in his hands, whatever. Adam Cole comes out of nowhere, knocks him off the fucking ladder, climbs it up, real sneaky-like, grabs the belt. Adam Cole is your your first ever NXT North American champion. Again, I can't say anything else just great about this fucking match. Like, this was, in my personal opinion, the best match of all of WrestleMania weekend. The 6-man ladder match. This was better than any other NXT match, in my opinion. And this was better than any match at WrestleMania. Go out of y'all way to watch that shit. Again, Adam Cole, new North American champion. NXT women's match. Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler. Again, like I said, Ember Moon is now on Raw, at least for now. This match, honestly, it was good, right? Like, it was still a solid. Like, I felt this match was kind of like AJ Styles and Shinsuke in a bit. I'll talk about that when I do my WrestleMania review. But it was like that in the sense of, like, it was good, but it wasn't, like, great. Like I could have seen this type of match, like, at NXT, like on a regular, NXT show. Like, it wasn't, in my personal opinion, that incredible of a match. But Shayna Baszler got the shocking, at least in my opinion, tap out. Not even tap out shit. Like, Ember got fucking KO'd. Like, Shayna, I think she just had her in a straight up choke and choked the bitch out, and ended up on Raw that next Monday or whatever. So, like I said, not much. Like, if I were to say there was a low point of this entire show, it would be the NXT women's championship match, just because it wasn't bad. It just wasn't, like, I feel every other match, like, was really good, and this one was just good. You know what I mean? So again, Shayna Baszler, new NXT Women's Champion. We had the rest of the 4, horsewomen of, UFC and whatnot there to cheer her on, including Ronda Rousey. We'll talk about her in another video. Next up, the finals of the Dusty Classic. Also, the NXT Tag Team Championship match. We had Undisputed Era being Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, who had to work double duty. Shout out to that nigga, because after all the shit that he took in that match, I wouldn't dare hop back up in another match. And especially because the buffer between that shit, like, his two matches were like probably 20, 25 minutes apart, 30 max. It might have been less than like 20. But yeah, so we had O'Reilly and Cole versus the Authors of Pain versus Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne. Like I said, this was a pretty good match. A lot of like sequences and everything, really dope. Not again, I'm trying to just chop this video down as much as I can. I'm just really gonna talk about kind of the bigger matches and whatnot. And so ultimately, we get down to the very end, whatever, and Pete Dunne hits. Oh my god, I just lost the name of his fucking finisher that fucking quick. But he hits it or whatever on O'Reilly. And so it's looking like Dunn and Roddy are about to win the tag team championships. Roddy runs in. He fucking snaps Pete Dunne, puts O'Reilly on top of him because Cole got put through a table like at the very beginning of the match, so he was pretty much gone the entire time. He was literally he was gone the entire time. So yeah, which yeah, so Roddy officially he turns heel on Pete Dunne, gives O'Reilly and Cole the tag team championships. They retain, and now Roddy is a part of the Undisputed Era, the little ROH faction we got going on here. He even he took Adam Cole's Undisputed Era armband and he put it on, and they all celebrate and it's lit, whatever, right? And now we have the NXT title match. All right, Andrade Cien Almas versus Aleister Black. I'm gonna just kind of spend not too long, but I just want to say this about Andrade. Like, I was a fan of him when he first came. I want to say when he first came in NXT, wasn't his first like match or feud against like Sami Zayn? I want to say, or who was that? That he was it? No, Balor was already gone. Did he fight? Who the fuck? Was it Gargano who he fought first? Because I remember, because him and Gargano kind of feuded twice, right? But whoever it was, right? I thought Andrade was actually dope. Even when he was rocking the suspenders and the fedora, right? Like, just in terms of his work rate, I was actually a fan of Andrade. But like as a character and as like time kind of moved on in NXT and he wasn't really the focal point and whatnot, I kind of just not necessarily fell off with him because it was like character-wise, yeah, I did, but he has definitely proven himself to be one of the best in NXT, and I do believe he's gonna get called up to SmackDown tonight. Hopefully, this video will be up before SmackDown starts. We got about an hour and a half, hour 45 or whatever. So yeah, my WrestleMania review might actually be fucking tomorrow. Sorry about that, but yeah. Andrade has definitely proven himself to be, one of the best, and Aleister Black has always been that nigga. Even back, not even just like indies, like you go back to when when he was Tommy End. Granted, you can look at his match with Neville that those two had at the UK tournament. Which for people that don't know necessarily on YouTube, Neville is my nigga, so there's like buys there, whatnot. Neville should be WWE champion right now. But yeah, even when he had his match with Neville as Tommy End, that match was fucking dope. Aleister Black has been like that nigga, so he's definitely been my favorite guy in NXT for a while now. Honestly, Aleister Black is my favorite like guy in NXT probably since Neville. And that was like 2-3 years ago. But yeah, so these guys put on a fucking clinic. This match is fucking incredible as well. This is another one you guys should go out your way and watch. There's nothing really bad I can say about this. There is a lot of dope spots. Andrade hit the double knees to Aleister Black outside, like Aleister Black is sitting on the outside apron with his head or whatever up against that big ass steel post, and Andrade hit the knees there, and Aleister Black just sold that shit like fucking death. Like, you would think the CTE that just fucking oozed out of his fucking brain when he got hit with that shit, like it was fucking ridiculous. Like, oh my god, like Aleister Black sold the shit out of that. And like, there's just a bunch of spots. Again, like, I'm not trying to make this video longer. It's for 25 minutes. I'm hoping for, but yeah. Fast forward. All right, fuck it. To the very end. Like I said, this was excellent fucking match. Go out your way. Watch this shit, please. Like, you would not be doing yourself a disservice. Zelina Vega, she's been distracting and like pulling shit over on Aleister the whole night. She fucking hops up on the turnbuckle, like just clear as day in front of the ref. The ref turns and looks like square at the bitch, and he's just like, hey, oh no, and but whatever. So she tries to crossbody Black, right? Black ducks because he's a smart man. Andrade catches her. He turns around with her still in hand. Pow! Black Mass. That nigga's KO. Aleister Black is your new NXT champion. That was just an incredible sequence, especially because Aleister Black had even kicked out of the not the pump handle slam, the double. What the fuck? I'm forgetting names of finishers just like that. But he kicked out of that, and that was a huge false finish. And I believe, and Aleister kicked out of another double knees in the corner. I believe he did. But just like a lot of heavy hitting shit here. Andrade early in the match, he hit a cool ass like little flippy do twisty loop outside of the ring onto Black. Thought y'all should know that. Don't know why. It was dope. Again, watch this match, man. Final match. I think a match that most people were waiting for in this, and the one that people thought was gonna steal, the entire WrestleMania weekend. The unsanctioned match shit between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. This match was great. Like I said, I personally don't think it was as great as I feel most people either are going to say it was or already have, because I've already seen people saying, like, oh yeah, this shit, match of the year, 5 stars, all that shit. My only problem with this match is that I think they dragged it a good maybe 10 minutes too long, because this is a long-ass match. This match, I think, probably went 40, if not more, minutes. I just think because there were just hella false finishes, like shit where, Gargano should be fucking done and he kicks out at 2, or Ciampa should be done and he kicks out at 2. Like, there's just hella, I think they probably had 2 to 4 like false finishes, like too many. And I kind of found myself just like at times during the match just looking down at my phone, scrolling through like social media and shit like that. And then just kind of looking up or whatever when shit starts to kind of get like lit, like it just, the match in my opinion just went on a tad bit like too long. But I mean, outside of that, the match, it was still great. I have to talk about this because this was the most disgusting thing I've seen. For the people that don't know, Tommaso Ciampa is a bald man. He has no fucking hair. I mean, he has a big ass beard, but on top, pause, he has no hair. Again, pause. And he exposes the mat, right, on the ground or whatever, exposing the concrete floor. Ultimately, they spend a long little while leading up to this, but boom, finally, I'm just like, this is a hella long match. There's a lot of shit to go through, but ultimately, okay, Gargano suplexes Ciampa. I want to say he suplexed, or did he backdrop him? I want to say he suplexed him, or he like flipped him, or something. He dropped like Ciampa off of like the apron. I want to say, right, onto this fucking concrete floor, and the sound that his back. This is straight fucking spine. All right, like you have to see this, like the sound that his spine made with this concrete floor. It was like a literal like a fucking slap. Like a back should not make that type of sound when hitting like concrete, and he was fucked. I'm surprised he wasn't concussed after that. I'm surprised he didn't lose a couple discuses in his fucking spine. I'm surprised he fucking lived after all of that shit. It was oh my god, it was just fucking disgusting. But ultimately, Gargano, like we get into the end of the match, Gargano is just beating the piss out of Ciampa, and he takes his crutch, right? Like he's beating the fuck out of him with this crutch, and he's taking it, and he's about to finish him. Ciampa is backing up like, oh shit, no, please, sir, please, sir, please. I had enough for one day, right? And so Gargano stops, and this long pause. He hits the signature, I guess you could say, crisscross applesauce in the middle of the ring, and it seems like, oh, he's showing remorse for Ciampa and whatnot. Obviously, ultimately, it was a swerve. Ciampa tries to grab, I believe, his leg brace and hit Gargano with it. Gargano ducks, take the brace, and puts him... I know people said that it was a Gargano escape, but that was a straight-up, STF, my nigga. He straight, grabbed the leg. He did the STF just, instead of wrapping his hands, clenching his hands around his neck, he used the leg brace. And Ciampa actually tapped, and so Gargano actually did win, saving his NXT job, which I did not see that coming because I thought Gargano was for sure coming up. He could still come up, but then it's at the same time it wouldn't make sense because, my nigga, you won. But yeah, like I said, great match overall. My only critique about it is, like I said, it just went a tad too long for me personally. If they would have shaved 10 minutes off of this, it would have been fucking great. Like I said, man, all in all, great fucking show. I personally think this is the individual best takeover show of all time. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. What was you guys' favorite NXT show? What's your favorite match from this show? Where do you think the ladder match ranks in terms of all-time ladder matches or ladder matches in the past however many years? Let me know all of that in the comments, man. It's been Oreo fucking Gaming. New videos all week, every week. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. If y'all are new, please tap that notification bell. Make sure y'all get hit up every time I drop a video, man. We out this bitch.